A WWE World Heavyweight Championship match has been set for Extreme Rules, and our champion returned to Raw and went face to face with his challenger, or should I say face to floor, face to steel, and face to table, because that was a motion that followed the champ as a reinvigorated masked Kane delivered 3 tombstones to the world champion. What did you all think about this return of Daniel Bryan and the announcement that his next challenger will be Kane at Extreme Rules?
You know, I'm sure there are positives in this segment. I'm sure there are positives in this entire situation. And maybe you guys can point them out to me after I'm done, but I'm failing to see them right now. Because, for one thing, you have Daniel Bryan versus Kane, which is never a good thing. Nobody wants to see Kane, even if he comes back as the devil's favorite demon or whatever the fuck he wants to be now. At this point, do you, David?
Hell yeah, no pun intended.
Oh my God.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Well, the rest of us normal folks out here who have, seen Kane taking selfies with puppies and coming out to wrestle and,
you know what? Here's the thing about that normal thing. What if I'm the normal one and you guys are all insane? You let that sink in for a while.
Well, if we're going to make that argument for you, we'd also have to make it for other people. But I'm going to take a guess and bet that we're not willing to do that.
No, I'm putting a fucking veto down on that one.
Putting me on that one? Oh.
Where the fuck was I? Oh, okay. So Daniel Bryan goes from the high of beating Triple H at WrestleMania and then going on to main event WrestleMania and winning the World Heavyweight title in one night to 2 weeks later. And I can't even say getting jumped. I was going to say getting jumped, but I can't even say that because he had time to know that Kane was coming. He even had the chance to fight back. And yet this guy that he's supposed to have this match with at Extreme Rules ends up putting him on a stretcher after a whole bunch of tombstones and shit. What is that saying about your champion? I mean, I know it's kind of early to say that, but that's almost like a burial in and of itself, in that it's kind of invalidating Daniel Bryan as a champion when he has time to prepare. He knows the Kane is coming. He even gets a chance to fight back, yet he still gets put on a stretcher. And then you have Stephanie McMahon, who just needs to shut the fuck up because we all know that she orchestrated that whole thing. She's sitting in there talking about, "Stop it, Kane, stop it, Kane." Like, bitch, please. No one's buying that shit. And Brie is just not a dialed-ass chick. the first time Kane comes out, the first chance he gets, she's running to the back. She's not no ride or die chick. So I don't know. I don't see any positives out of this. I don't know where this is going. I mean, really, this is almost like he's getting the CM Punk treatment in that he's the champion, he's the focus of the show, but he's not really the focus of the show, and he's not going to main event. I mean, hopefully it gets better for him, but I don't see it getting better with him in a feud with Kane.
Your man is getting his ass beat. Not even his ass beat, okay? His ass is gone. He has nothing but legs running down from his back all the way to his feet, okay? The guy was getting the train ran on him, and the first thing you do, you don't even scream. You run. You run away while your man is getting choked out, tombstoned, not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times. Once is bad enough. On the mat. The mat's pretty hard. Then he does it on the steel stairs. And then he does it on the table. And the table does not break. On some Randy Orton status, the table did not break. And Brie Bella is gone. Okay, man, you cannot trust people these days. Anyway, and this is the second time she did that. I think Randy Orton beat the crap out of him. Somebody beat the crap out of him. She just stood there and, nothing happened. I'd like them to do something about that, honestly.
Daniel, are you okay, Daniel?
Seriously, it makes me not feel sympathetic towards her character because having them come out together, they're trying to establish an on-screen relationship. Even it's real life, too, but run with me here for a minute. I can't feel sympathetic for her if she's just going to, just run away when her man is getting the crap beat out of her. I'm not expecting her to, choke slam Kane. I don't expect them to get physically involved at all because, it's man on woman, and that wouldn't look very good. Well, in this case, demon on woman. But, yeah, man, that did not rub me the right way. Secondly, I don't really have a problem with this segment. It was great to watch, even though Daniel Bryan's my favorite. Kane seeing him come back and being the monster, it's awesome, man. I don't care if I'm the only guy, and I probably am the only guy, that likes seeing Kane being, badass. This is like some 97 Kane stuff. I haven't seen him this ruthless, honestly, since probably around 03 when he first took off the mask and electrocuted Shane's testicles. Hilarious segment.
Really?
But yeah,
Really?
I thought it's hilarious. That was hilarious. Probably not a good thing, though, because, this is the hero being humiliated, but I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, my final thought is there's a reason why I believe they did this, and my condolences to his family. His father died recently. Actually, he just found out that day, and he still decided to go out there and get physical, so... my hat's off to Daniel Bryan. You could see that his eyes are really red when he came out. I'd recommend you rewatch the segment because his eyes looked very watery. That's probably the reason why he didn't speak, because he probably wouldn't be able to go through with it. But for some, I don't know. There's not many people out there that would be able to do something like that. He's a true trooper. He's probably going to be gone, I hear. The WWE, well, the storyline wise, obviously he didn't really get dropped on his head, but he's going to be out probably until Extreme Rules. So this is, I guess, a way for him to grieve in peace.
I need to apologize. Condolences out to Daniel Bryan's family, and hats off to him for being able to perform. It was so underreported, though, that I had forgot it happened altogether. So I apologize for that.
Yeah, it sucks that he lost his father, and there's best wishes to his family. But for the segment itself, Kane comes back. It was just like in suit pants and stuff. I don't care. Like, I couldn't care less about this. It's too late now for me. But he kicked his ass a little bit. That's fine. Daniel Bryan will be gone for a little bit, I assume. And we know why, with his father and everything. But this, I don't care for this at all. Hopefully it just goes for Extreme Rules, no further. But for the people saying he's getting the CM Punk treatment, I don't think he is. I think this is just that one-time thing, because we have Evolution versus Shield. Like, you can't have something main event over that. That just seems weird. So I think this is going to be that one time, unless this... But I'm hearing Batista's going to go soon, so the Evolution shouldn't last too long. But overall, this storyline's like, I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't go too far, and we'll just see where it goes in the upcoming weeks.
First, I want to start off by saying condolences to Daniel Bryan and his family due to his father passing away. At any time, this would be terrible news to cope with, but the fact that he devotes his life to wrestling and was just triumphant in the biggest matches of his career at WrestleMania, and then he goes on to get married, the joy that he's experiencing in his life right now, it makes the news all the more jarring. And there was a story on WWE.com announcing the news, and it also stated that he insisted on appearing on Raw. Now, as far as the segment goes, it was effective for two reasons. One, it provided him with an out storyline-wise if he wants to take the next week off, while at the very same time continuing the build towards his match. And two, it reestablishes Kane as a badass monster. They needed to push that image home all the way to the extreme end of the spectrum, seeing as this wasn't just Kane becoming a badass again. This was Kane becoming a badass and the #1 contender to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Not saying that I want him to be champion, but I did like that we got this Kane back, and it was a very brutal way in which he returned. He was just relentless and vicious like the Kane that we all used to know. Now, as far as Stephanie goes, once again, I thought she was fucking great in her role. She was pleading with Kane to stop, but the funny thing is, I don't know if she was being genuine or not. It could be one of those situations where she was being passive-aggressive like she usually is, or it could have been her truly losing control of the monster. As devious... Are you
serious?
No, listen to me. As devious, cold, and evil as she is, Kane crossing a line that even she wouldn't cross makes him all the more dangerous. And I'm actually glad that WWE left that open to interpretation. So, all around, good segment.
I mean, I'm going to disagree just because I feel like Triple H's beating with Daniel Bryan was worse. And, I feel like she wouldn't care.
Yeah, JBL, talking about you've never seen anything like this when you saw the exact same thing last month.
It was not the exact same thing. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Drowned. See, Triple H's beating was humiliating. Kane's beating, that he wanted to put that dude in the fucking hospital. Like, he wanted to end him, like eviscerate him.
Yeah, but Daniel Bryan, he got drowned by Triple H. And, like, that was just humiliating. That honestly was arguably worse. And I'm not trying to downplay what Kane did.
He didn't get drowned because he's kind of still alive, so.
Okay, you get the picture, but he was almost drowned. Well, I think waterboarding would be more appropriate. He was kind of waterboarded.
No, that was not waterboarding at all.
It kind of was.
No, not at all.
Have you ever seen a movie with waterboarding,
David? I have. Yeah, I have. They put you in the chair, they knock you down, put a towel over your face, and they pour water on you.
Did you see a towel or a chair?
No, but he was tied up, and he got...
PWTR, guys. We go from Mean Girl references to Aristotle and Shakespeare to waterboarding. Tell me another fucking show out there you're going to find discussions like this. But
well, you're in the Army. You guys do that all the time.
I am not in the Army.
Hey. No.
Air Force. There is a difference. This is why we need a draft. Anyway.
No.
Yes.
I'm on the first plane.
I bet your ass would know the difference then when they tell you, okay, yeah, you gotta go. But
I'm on the first plane in England. See you.